Welcome to Digital Toolbox. We're going to continue the waffle definition by laying out our actual sections of our waffle onto our surface. And to start that, I'm going to go to Xform, go to Euclidean, and grab the orient. So copy and paste this. Geometry is the base geometry, what we want to orient, which is going to be our sections. So G will go into all the section curves. And then A is asking for the reference plane, which is going to be our 3-point plane that we're going to create in a bit. But B is asking for our target plane, which is our rotated frames. So I'll bring that there. So if I just turn off the rotate frames right now, and I'm going to turn off, we don't have to turn off the orient yet. We can go to vector, go to plane, and grab plane 3-point. That would deal with A for our orient. And I'm just going to drag these two buttons, the 3-point plane, over to our box corners. And I'm going to zoom into our waffle. So what we need to do is that we need to see what A, B, C is asking for. A is asking for the origin point, B is asking for the X direction, and C is asking for the orientation point, which is really what we can think about as the Y direction. So we'll create a 4-point surface, find the mid or the center of that 4-point surface, and that will be the origin point. And the reason why we're doing that is so that we can move the section according to the plane from the earlier buttons, and you'll see as we go through this. So we'll go to surface, go to freeform, and grab the 4-point surface. We're going to need 2. And after a while of testing these things out, the best one that, or the actual one that works, is that I'll read from the surface 4-point letters first, and then I'll read the box corner letters as the correspondence. So the A from surface 4-point will go into B, and then B will go to C, and then C will go to G, and D will go to F. And that will give you the surface that will be on the right side of our waffle for structure A, if that's what you named it. And then we need to do the same for the other structure, for the second surface, 4-point surface. And A will go to C, B will go to D, C will go to H, and then D will go to G. So there's our other planes, and then we need to find the center point of, or the center point of the plane. So go to analysis, under surface, and grab the B rep area, and then this will give us the centroid point of our plane, and that will go into A for the origin. So I'll copy and paste this, reconnect the wires accordingly. Now I'm going to turn off the midpoints and the surface. Next we need to create lines. So we can find the center of these lines so that we can orientate the X and Y directions. So we're going to need 4 lines, 2 for the top surface and then 2 for the bottom surface. So the very top line button, A will go to C, B will go to G. Second set of lines, or the second button for lines, A will go to F, and then B will go to G. So you can see those are the lines. And then for the other set, A will go to C, B will go to G, and then the second line button, A will go to G, and then B will go to H. And then we need to go to curve, analysis, and then evaluate length. We know that we want the midpoint, so we're going to, instead of 0.00, we're going to say 0.05. I'm going to copy and paste this. I'm going to need 4 for each of my lines. connect the curves. P will go into B, P will go into C. So there you can see that our sections are now laid out into our surface, except they're taking all our curves into all our frames. So to fix this, we need to flatten everything in our orient. So flatten the geometry, flatten the A, flatten the B. We'll flatten for the other ones too. So here we have our waffle laid out onto our surface for fabrications. And I'm going to turn off these lines that I created and the midpoints. And I'm going to turn off the surface. And then if we go over to our like a left view, you can see that it moved. It's not actually on the surface yet. So to fix this, what we're going to do is we need to move those planes because it's based on the center point. So it's the easy fix. We'll go to Xform, Euclidean, move, copy and paste. So the tangent or the translation vector, the T, will be based on these vectors here. And these vectors are going to be the negative x over 2. So it's going to move it back to where it actually is. So these the second set of the x and y. Making sure since I accidentally collapsed them. And this will go into the reference plane, which is A. And then I'll turn off the 3-point plane. I'll turn off the move. And then we'll go back to our left or right view, and as you can see now it's perfectly flat on our surface. So that's how you lay them out on surfaces. The next tutorial we'll put text tags on them so we can remodel this together using the computer as a reference. Thanks for watching.